In this tutorial, we are going to make this completely animated website. You can see here, as soon as I refresh this, this is coming like this, and if I scroll down, you can see this navbar is sticky, and here I am having this animation effect for this heading and for this image. Next, I am having this amazing food items, and this is also animated effect, and here I am having this what people say about us. Then I am having this our blog section, and below this I am having this footer. Okay, this is completely animated and this is completely responsive website. We are going to see how to make this one using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also we are going to see how to use AOS library. That is nothing but animation on scroll library. You can say I have this hover effect on these boxes. I'll just come on top and you can see this hover effect on buttons, and if I just come to home, okay, if I just hover on this, you can see I'm having this border bottom and also the color is getting changed. Okay, this is how it works. We are going to make this completely responsive website. Okay, this is my next section and this is our blog section, and finally I have this footer. Okay, if I just inspect this one, you can see here this website is completely responsive and I am having this header here. Okay, this entire thing will be done like this, and here I am having this all the headings, and first I'll be having this, and second I am having this image section, and for this amazing food items, each row I am having two images, and what people say about us I am having only 4 images, and box I am having 2 sections, and below I'll be having 1 section, and finally I am having this footer. If I just scroll down little bit, you can see it's completely responsive, and here I am having this one, and next I am having this image, then here I am having this images, then only 1 sections will be coming here, and finally 1 card I will be getting here, and finally I am having this footer. Okay, now we are going to see how to make this completely responsive website, and whenever I click on this, you can see my header is coming here. Now whenever I click on home, I am redirected to home. When I click on about, I will be redirected to here. When I click on products, I will be getting this products. Reviews, I will be getting this one. Blogs, I will be getting all the blogs, and finally contact, I will be getting footer. Now we are going to make this website, so let's get started with the course. Now first let's get started with the basic setup, and we are going to write the code for this website. Now here first I will be creating one file. I will give my file name as index.html. I will create another file style.css, and also I will be creating last file script.js for JavaScript. Now inside index.html, first I will be writing this basic boilerplate of HTML, and inside this first I am just going to change the title. I will just write here food website. Below this I will be writing some comments. Here first I will write one comment, font awesome CDN. Below this I will be writing one more comment. I will write here AOS library for animation, and finally I will be writing here custom CSS link. Now inside this you just search font awesome CDN. I will just click on enter, and here in this website you will be having that link. Open this website, and from here copy this first link. Below this comment I will be pasting that link, and I am just going to remove till integrity. I don't need this part, I need only so much of link. I will save this. Next I will just come here. You just search for AOS CDN and just scroll down, and here inside this website codegrepper.com you will be having that link. I will just open this website, and here you can see we are having this CSS link, JS link, and we are having this initialize AOS. AOS is nothing but animation on scroll, and it is JavaScript library. I'll just copy this CSS link, and here I'm going to paste that one, and also I'll copy this JavaScript link, and below this body ends I'm just going to paste that one. I'll just write one comment here. I'll be writing here AOS JS link. Now next I'm just going to copy this entire script tag. I'll just copy this entire script tag from here, and here below this script I'm just going to paste that one. I'll just comment this. Okay, this is initializing. We are going to see this one later, but this we are adding to animate. Okay, we can see in this website this entire thing is getting animated. It will come from left side, right side. Okay, this for this animation effect we are adding that animation on scroll library. So once we add these links, then we can use all the properties of that, and we can apply this animation in our website. Once we are done with this, I'll just come to Google Fonts, search for Google Fonts, click on this first link, and from here I'll be using Poppins and Stylish fonts. You can use any font of your choice, and here first I'll be searching for Poppins. I'll just take this extra light 200. I'll just click on this, and also I just want Stylish font family. I'll just select this. I'm just going to select this style. I'll just do import. I'll copy this entire link from here, and this link I'll be pasting inside style.css. You can either import this or you can either link this one. Now inside index.html, below this comment I'll be linking my style sheet. I'll just write this style.css file name. Now this style sheet has been linked inside index.html. Okay, this is our basic setup, and also I'll just come here. I'll copy both the font families, and here below this link I'm just going to paste that one. I'll just comment both the font families so that whenever I need I'll be using this font families. Now once we are done with the basic setup, I'll just copy this link, and here I'm just going to paste that one. You can see here my title has been changed now. Now we are going to do the basic setup inside style.css. Now below this, first I'll just use this universal selector, and first I'm just going to give this padding to be 0 and also margin to be 0, so that by default whatever padding and margin my elements are having, that should go. So for that I'm giving this one, and also I'll be giving this box sizing to be border box. Below this I'm just going to give some more properties, like I'll just give here list style type to be none, because whenever I use list items, that dots whatever we get in list, I don't want that one in the entire website. So I am giving that inside this universal selector, and it will be applied to entire website. Now here I'm just going to give a text decoration to be none. Text decoration none, because whenever I use anchor tag, that underline whatever I get, I don't need that one. So I am giving this text decoration to be none. And also for input fields and for buttons, I don't need any border, so I'll be giving this border to be none, and also outline to be none. Okay, these are basic setup. If you don't need this one, then in particular element you can give this one, but I am giving in universal selector so that it will be applied to entire website. And also by default I just want to use this Poppins font family. I'll just copy this one, and here I am going to paste that font family. I'll just give here color, let me just give here black color, and also I want to give one more property, that is overflow X to be hidden, because whenever my animation is coming from left and right side, I don't want that horizontal scroll bar should be coming. So I'm just giving here overflow X to be hidden, and this property will be applied to entire website, and I won't be getting any horizontal scroll bar. And also I'm just going to give here transition property. Transition I'm just going to give here 0.5 seconds. 0.5 seconds. Whatever changes I'm going to apply for entire thing, I just want to give this linear effect. Okay, you can give any effect. You can give easy in direction, easy out. I'm just giving linear because it will be having the same speed. Okay, this is the basic setup I have done inside style.css. Now we are going to give some colors here, which we are going to use in our website. So I'll be creating CSS variables. We have to create variables like this, -root, and inside this I'm just going to create some variables. First I'll just give the variable name as orange, and inside this I'll be giving one RGB value. RGB value is nothing but I'll just give here 241 comma 159 comma 7. Okay, this color I have chosen. I'll just create one more variable. I'll give my variable name as black, and for this I'm just going to give let me just give here 1A 1A, and finally I'm just going to give one more color, light gray variable, and inside this I'm just going to pass one RGB value. I'll just give here 248 comma 248 comma 248. Okay, these are the colors I'll be using inside my website, and these are my variable names. Now I'll just copy this black color, and instead of writing like this, I'll just pass my variable name. I'll save this. Now below this I'll just give here body, and for body I'll just give background color. Background color, let me just give this light gray. I'll just give my variable name light gray. Now you cannot see, but the background has been applied. If I just give some other background, let me just give here red. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the background color has been applied to entire body. So I am just applying this light gray color to entire website, and also I am just going to give this overflow X to be hidden. Okay, if you don't give, then also no problem. Then I am just giving here. I'll refresh this one. Now my overflow X is hidden. Now first we are going to work for our navbar. Okay, this is our navbar. Here I am having this logo. Here I am having this list items. Okay, first we are going to create this one. Now inside index.html, I am just going to close this welcome and script.js. Now below this body, I'll just write one comment. I'll be writing here header section. And also I am just going to write here header section ends here. Now in between this comment, first I am just going to create this header element. Inside this, I'll just create one div, and for this div, I'll just give the class name as container. And inside this div, first I'm having this logo. You can see first inside this navbar, this is my entire navbar. Inside this navbar, first I'm having this logo. So here I'm just going to create one anchor tag, and inside this I'm just going to give this hash, and here I'll just write here cheesy crisps. Now here if you see cheesy crisps, it's cheesy crisps, and this EE and YY are in separate colors. So here I am just going to wrap this entire EE. I'll just write here span tag, and inside this I'll be writing EE, and from here I'm just going to remove this, and also this YY I'm just going to wrap inside span tag. I'll just write here YY, and from here I'll just remove this YY. I'll save this. I'll just come to website. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this cheesy crisp. You can see padding is been applied, margin is been applied, and also font family is been changed. Now for this anchor tag, I'll be giving some class. Here for this I'll just give class. I'll just give here logo, and also for this span I'm just going to give some classes. I'll just give here class, and class name I'll just give here color text. I'll just copy the same class from here, and here inside this span tag I'm just going to paste that one, because both these are having same style. So I'm just giving the same classes for both the span tags. Okay, once my logo is done, next I have this navbar, and inside this I'm having some of the list items. So here below this anchor tag, I'll be creating nav, and for this I'll just give the class name as nav. Inside this I'll be creating UL list, and for this I'll be giving ID, so that I can use this inside JavaScript and I can manipulate that one in mobile devices. Here I am giving the class name as menu item. Okay, you can give any class names. Inside this I am having 6 list items. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and each are anchor tags, enclosed in anchor tags. So I will be writing li into 6, and for each list item I want anchor tags, so I will be writing like this. Now here inside this one, inside this first I will be writing some content. I will write here home. I'll save this. I'll come to project. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see all my list items have come, all the stylings whatever we have given inside universal selector, that is list style type to be none, text decoration, everything is been applied and I got all these list items here. Now inside this href I am just going to give here hash home, and for next I will be giving here about. Okay, later on we are going to see how to use this one. I will be giving here products, and here I will be giving reviews, and for this I will just give here blogs, and finally I am just going to give here contact. Below this navbar I want one menu list item, okay, so that in my mobile devices I want this menu to be visible. When I inspect this one, that 3 dots, that 3 lines whatever we can see, that should be visible to me. Okay, this on top, this you can see on top right, this menu item I want this one, so this icon I will be getting in Font Awesome. So you can go to Font Awesome icons link and there you can copy, and there you can see whichever icon you want, you can search for that. Later on I will be showing you how to do that one, but as of now I will just write the command. I will just write here I class, I am just going to give here FAS, and also we have one more class FA bars. Okay, now this is going to give me the menu icons, and to use this one first you have to link this Font Awesome CDN. We have already done this, so after linking that we can use these icons from that library. Now you can see here this menu icon is visible here, okay, these 3 lines, but in my larger screen devices I don't want that should be visible. Now we are going to style our header. I'll just copy this header, and inside style.css first here I'll be writing one comment. I'll just paste here, and here I'll be writing header section. Below this I'll just paste that one header element, and inside this first I just want to give the position to be fixed, so that even if I scroll that position should be fixed. Instead of position fix you can also use sticky, and position fix I'm just going to give here top 0. Width I'll just give here 100%, and also if I just give here background color, and if I show you the output, I'll save this, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this is my entire header which is having width as 100%, and also the position is fixed at the top. Now for this I'm just going to give some box shadow. I'll just give box shadow. Box shadow you can give any values here. I'm just giving here 0.1 m, 0.1 m, 0.5 m, and I'm just giving here light gray color. I'll just give RGB 238, 236, 236. I'll save this, and now if I refresh this one you can see the slight box shadow has appeared, but it's not visible. I'll just remove this background color. I'll refresh this one. You can see here the background color is been removed, the box shadow has been appeared. Now this logo, this list items and this menu bar I want in horizontal row. So for that their parent, I'll just come to index.html. So their parent is nothing but this div container. You can see this entire div container is holding all this content. So for their parent I'm just going to give here display to be flex. I'll copy this container class, and here I'll be pasting that one, and for this I'll just give display to be flex. I'll save this. As soon as I give this one, all the content will come in horizontal row. You can see this is the logo, this is the list item, this is menu bar, or all has come in horizontal row. And also I'm just going to give one more property, that is justify content to be space between, so that whatever space I am having at the end, let me just give here background color orange. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Justify content space between I have given, and the space whatever I was having at the end, that is been divided between these elements. I'll give one more property, align items to be center, so that my content will come in the middle. You can see this menu bar is stuck, this logo is stuck on top. As soon as I refresh this one, you can see both have come in center. I'll give padding 1m, which means that top, bottom, left and right, all the 4 sides I am giving padding of 1m, and padding is nothing but giving space from inside. Now this is entire, this orange color is my container. As soon as I refresh this one, you can see from inside I got 1m, from top, from left, from bottom and from right I got 1m of padding. I'll just remove this background color. I am just going to give here white. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this is my header, which is having the background color as white, and these are my list items, my menu bar and my logo. Now first we are going to style logo. I'll come here, I'll copy this logo class, and here I'll be pasting that class. And for this, first I'll be increasing the font size. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the font size is been increased now. I'll just give the color. Color I'll be giving here black. Okay, these are CSS variables. We have already defined that one. Next I'll be giving font weight. Font weight I'll be giving bold. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the font weight is bold and the color is black. And also I want some spacing, so I'll just give here margin left. Margin is nothing but giving space from outside. I'll just give here 2 I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I got margin left of 2 from this side, okay, from left side. Now next we are going to style our span tags. I'll just copy this color text class and here I am going to paste that one. For this I am just going to change the color. Color I'll be giving variable orange color. Now you can see here the color is been changed. Now once we are done with this, now we are going to style our menu bar. Okay, this is our menu bar. This inside this navbar we are having this UL list, and inside this UL we are having this list items. So which means that this list items is the child of this one, okay, this UL list. Now all these list items are on top of each other. I want in horizontal row. So for their parent, that is UL, we have to give display flex. Here UL, I'll be giving here display to be flex. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see all the content, all the list items have come in horizontal row. Next I'll be styling UL list. Okay, all the list items I'm going to style. First I'll just give here margin right to be 1.4 I'll save this so that they will not get stuck. I'll refresh. You can see I got some spacing for all the list items. And also I'm going to give font size. Font size I'll just increase 0.5. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Font size has been increased. Font weight I'll give 500. And also I'll be giving text transform uppercase, which means that all the text will be in uppercase. I'll refresh this. You can see all the list items are in uppercase now. Now I'll be adding hover effect. Whenever I hover on anchor tag, inside UL, whenever I hover on anchor tags, that is my anchor tag is inside this list items. You can see whenever I hover on this particular content, home, about, color of the text should be changed. Color I'll be giving this variable orange. And also I want border bottom. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the color is getting changed. I'm getting this border bottom, and also I'm getting this transition because in Universal Selector we have already added this transitions. Now for this menu bar, I'll just add this ID. I'll just give here bars. Now in my larger screen devices, I don't want this to be visible, so I'll copy this ID and here I'll be pasting that one, and for this I'm just going to give here display to be none. Save this, and also I'll just increase the font size 1.3 rem. I'll save. Now you can see I am having this menu bar. As soon as I refresh this, that menu bar has gone and my list item has moved to my right side. Okay, this is our header section. We are done with our header section. Next we are going to see this second section. Here I have this image and here I have some content. Now we are going to see how to make this one. Now next we are going to create home section. Now here you can see this one we are going to create now. Inside index.html, below this comment I'll be writing here home section, and also I'll write here home section ends here. In between this comment I'll create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as home, and also I'll be giving the ID as home. This ID home because whenever I click on this list items, okay, I have given here href is equal to home. So whenever I click on home, it will be redirected to this section. So I am giving this ID is equal to home. Now inside this, first I am having image and second I am having some content. You can see first I am having image container, second I am having this section. So for both, first I will be creating one div for image, and for this div I will just give the class name. I will be giving here home image container. Inside this div I am having image, so I will just give image, and inside this src I am just going to give the image, images. I will just give home image 1. I will save this. I will come here. I will refresh this one. Now you can see here my image has come. We are going to fix this one because my image is going on top. We are going to fix this. And inside this alt I am just giving here home image. And for this image I will just give the class. Class I will be giving home image. Okay, this is my first container. Inside this div container I am having two containers. This is my first div container. Next I will just create one div, and for this div I will just give the class name as home text container. Inside this, first I am having h1. I will just come here. You can see first I am having this h1. I will just copy this, and here I am going to paste that one. And for this spice I am just going to wrap inside span tag. So I will just copy this span tag from here, this entire span, and here I am going to paste that one. And instead of this EE I will just paste this spice. I will just copy this entire span tag, and here I am going to paste that one, and instead of this Y spice I will just copy this nice, and here I am going to paste that one. I will save this. I will come here. I will refresh this one. Now you can see sugar, spice and everything nice. Okay, for span tag is been applied for this spice and nice. I will just give some space here. For this h1 I will just give the class. Class I will be giving here home text. Now below this, you can see below this I am having two buttons, so I will be wrapping that inside another div container. So here I will be creating one div. I will just create one div, and for this div I will just give the class name as btn. Inside this I am having two buttons, button into 2, and for each I am having class. I will just give here btn home. Okay, let me just give here home btn. Now inside each button, for this button first I will be writing explore more, and for next button I will be writing here buy now. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now you can see I am having here two buttons, because button styles is not been applied because I have given border none, outline none in my universal selector. Okay, now we are done with our HTML part. Now we are going to style this home section. I will just copy this comment from here, and inside style.css I will be pasting that comment. I will just remove this, and I will be using CSS comment. And from here I will copy this class, and inside style.css I will be pasting that class. For this, first I will be giving display to be flex. Display to be flex. This image and this text will come in horizontal row. I will refresh this, and now you can see it is not visible. We are going to fix that one because it has moved on top. For this I will just give background color. Background color, let me just give here orange. Later on I am just going to remove. I will refresh this one. You can see this is my container. Now for my header I am just going to give here z index property. Z index I will just give here 3 because I want this always on top, so I am just giving here z index to be 3. I will refresh this one. Now this effect now we are not going to see, but when we scroll we will see that effect. I will just give here one more property, align items to be center. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now you can see the text content has come here, and here I have this image. And also I am going to give one more property, justify content to be space between. I will save this. Now whatever space I am having at the end, that will be divided between these elements. I will refresh this one, but I want around the elements, so I will just give here around. We have another property, instead of between you just have to give here around. I will refresh this one. Now I am having the space around the elements. And also I will be giving one more property, that is nothing but flex wrap. This property we are using because in my smaller screen devices I want it to wrap. Okay, I want it to come on top of each other, so I will be using this flex wrap to be wrap. And also I will just give some margin top because my image has gone above, so I will be giving margin top of 4 em. which means that I am giving space from above. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I got some space from above, and here I have this image, and here I am having this content, sugar, spice and everything nice. I'll just copy this one, and here I am going to paste that home image. For this I'll be giving width to be 100%. Now for this, if you see here, I am having some lightning effect. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see it's orange. You can see this lightning effect we are going to give to the image now. So we are going to use animation. So here I'll be writing animation. First we have to give here animation name. I'll just give here shadow. Let me just give the time as 3 seconds. Within 3 seconds this animation should complete. Linear, and I want it to run infinite times. So I'm just giving here infinite. So once we use animation, we have to use this keyframes. So here I'll be writing keyframes. Our animation name is nothing but shadow. And inside this, first I'll be giving for 0%. You can give for any percentage. I'll be giving for 0% and 100%. Okay, I want shadow only for image. So I'll be using this filter property, and inside this, let me just write here drop shadow. Drop shadow, inside this I'll be giving some values. I'll just give here 0.5 m, 0.5 m, 1 m, and I'll just give here orange color. Next I'll copy the same thing, and here I'm going to paste that one, and instead of this orange, let me just give here white. I'll save this. I'll refresh my project. I'll refresh this one. Now it's not visible because I have the background color as orange. I'll remove this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, it's not working. Let me just check here. Okay, this spelling is wrong, infinite. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see it's not working because my class name is different. Here I have this home image. I'll copy this. I copied this alt. So it's not working. I'll just paste the class name here. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this box shadow, this image shadow I am getting here. Instead of this filter, if you give here box shadow, let me just remove this, and here I'll be giving box shadow. Box shadow, I'll be giving the same values from here. I'll just copy the same values, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll copy this, and here I'll just paste, and let me just give here white. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this is called as box shadow. Okay, this will give the entire box shadow, but I want only whatever image I am having, that image shape shadow I want. So for that we are using this filter drop shadow property. I'll remove this, and also I am going to remove this. This is how we are going to add lightning effect to any image. I'll come here. I'll copy this home text. I'll paste that one here, and for this I'll just increase the font size. Font size I'll be giving here 3 rem. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the H1 font size has been increased, and here you can see after and I have some break. So here inside index.html, after and I'll be adding one break. Now here I am having this output, sugar, spice and everything nice. Now next I'll be styling button. I'll just copy this button class, and here I'm going to paste. For this I'll be giving margin top and bottom 1 m, and left and right I'll just give here 0. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I got some spacing from above for button container. I'll copy this home btn class, and here I'm going to paste that one. For this, first I'll be giving padding. Padding is giving space from inside. Top and bottom 0.5 m, left and right 1 m. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see from inside buttons I got some spacing for text. I'll be giving background color orange. See here background color is been changed. I'll change the color. Color I'll be giving white. Color is been changed, and also I'm going to increase the font weight. Font weight I'll give bold. Now both the buttons are stuck, so I'll be giving margin right. Now if I refresh, you can see I got some spacing from margin right. I'll give border radius. I'll refresh this. I have some rounding at the corner. Now I'll be adding hover effect to buttons. Here I'll be writing hover. Whenever I hover, this should be reversed. I'll copy this. Here I'll be pasting that one. I'll copy this. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see whenever I hover, my background color is white and my text is orange. Okay, now we are done with this section. Next we are going to see this section. Okay, inside this section I am having background image. I have some text and I have one button. Now we are going to make this section. Now inside index.html, below this comment I am going to write one comment. I'll just write here home bg section. Okay, that is nothing but background section. I'll just write that comment. Now here I'll create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as home bg container. Inside this container I'll just create one h1, and for this h1 I'll just give the class as home bg text. Inside this I am just going to give this entire text. I'll just copy this one, and here I am going to paste the text. Now below this h1 I want button, so I'll just copy this button from here. I'll copy this entire button, and here I'll be pasting that one, and instead of explore more I'll just write here download app. I'll save this. I'll come to project. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see whatever styles I am having to this button, it has been applied to this button because I have the same class name. Now once we are done with this HTML structure, now we are going to style this one. I'll just copy this comment from here, and inside style.css I am just going to write one comment. I'll paste that one. I'll come to index.html. I'll copy this class, and here I am going to paste that class. For this entire container, first let me just give here background color so that you will know where is that container. Background color, let me just give aqua. I'll refresh this. You can see this is the container which is holding this h1 and the button. Now for this, you can see here I have this background image for that. So first we are going to give background image. Background image, and if you notice I have some overlay on this image. So for that we are going to use linear gradient. And inside this I'm just going to give RGBA value, and I will be giving here black color. I'll separate using comma, and I'll just copy the same value, and here I'm going to paste that value. Okay, two values I have given. I'll save this. I'll just comment this background color. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this overlay effect. Okay, that is black overlay. Next I'll be separating using comma. Here I'll be writing URL, and inside this I'll be writing this image path. Images, and inside this I'm having this BG image. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see image has appeared. You can see image is appeared, but it is repeating and it is not taking complete width. Now we are going to fix that one. Now below this, first I'll be giving background repeat to be no repeat, so that my image will not repeat now. I'll refresh this. You can see I have only one image on my left side. Next I'll be giving background position. Background position, let me just give here center. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the image has come in the middle, but it's very small and it's not taking complete width. So for that I'm going to give background size. Background size, I'll give cover. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see it is taking complete width because I have given background size to be covered. And also I just want to give here text align to be center, so that the content and the button will come in the middle. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the content and the button has come in the middle. Next I want some space from inside. So to give space from inside we have padding. I'll just give padding of 2m. I'll save this. Now this is going to give space from inside on all the four sides. Now you can see I got space from top and bottom, and also left and right it is not visible because my text align is center. And also I'm going to give one more property, that is nothing but object fit to be contain. I'll just give here contain. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this image. This I have given because whenever I switch to smaller screen devices, I don't want my image should be squeezed. Now next we are going to style our home bg text. I'll copy this class and here I am going to paste that class. For this, first let me change the color. Color I'll be giving here white. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the text is visible. Next I'm just going to increase the font size. Font size, let me just give 3 rem. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the font size has been increased. And also I want to change the font family. I'll just come on top, and this stylish font family, whatever we have imported, I'll just copy this one and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll refresh this. You can see the font family has been changed. Here if you see after live, after us, here I have one break. So for that, inside index.html, here I am just going to add one break. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see it has come on next line. You can see here for below text I am having some space. So to get space I am just going to add margin bottom for text. Here I'll be adding margin bottom or margin bottom 1 em. I'll save this. Now you can see here below this text I got some space. Okay, now we are done with this section. You can see we are done with this section. Next we are going to design this section. Okay, here I am having this icon, here I am having this text, and next I am having this image. Okay, now we are going to see how to design this one. First we are going to write HTML structure and then we are going to apply styles for this. Now inside index.html, below this comment I will be writing one comment. I will be writing here quality section. Now we are going to style this section. I have already opened this image in Paint. Now here I am just going to explain you. This entire thing I am going to wrap in one div. Okay, this entire thing will be wrapped in one div, and inside this, let me just take another color. This entire thing will be in one div, and second this will be in another div. Okay, inside one parent div I am having two divs, and inside this first div I'll just come here, I'll take this one, I'll just take another color. Inside this I am going to wrap this entire thing in one div. Okay, this entire content and the icon, and here also icon and the content is included in one div. Okay, this is how we are going to structure this one. Again I am just going to take another color, and this will be icon, this is my icon, and this content whatever I am having here, that I am going to wrap in another div. This is my icon and this content will be wrapped in another div. Okay, now we are going to see, we are going to write the code for this, and then you will understand this in more better way. Now here first I am just going to create one div, and for this div I will just give the class name as quality container. Okay, this is the parent div, and inside this div I am having two divs. I'll just create first div here. I'll just give the class name as div quality container section. Okay, animation we are going to add later. Okay, inside this first div, okay, below this I am just going to create one more div which will be having the image. So for that let me just give here quality image. Inside this first div you can see this red color is the first div. Inside this red color div I am having this yellow divs. Okay, totally I am having 4 divs. I am just going to create that one. Inside this first div container I am going to create one div, and for this div I will just give the class name as quality section. Inside this first I am having icon. I will just give here FAS, and also I am going to give one more class FA-utensils. Okay, these icons you will be getting from Font Awesome. I will just save this one and I will just show you the Font Awesome link. You can see you just have to write here Font Awesome icons. Come to this first link, and here you will be having many icons. You search whichever icon you want. Let me just write here utensils. Now you can see here you will be getting many icons related to that particular keyword. Just click on this and here you will be getting this complete code you will be getting. You just have to copy this one and you have to paste that one. Okay, it's taking longer time to load, so I'm just going to close this one now. I'll just refresh this project. Now below this you can see I got this first icon, that is nothing but utensils. Now below this icon, you can see inside this, below this icon, this entire thing should be wrapped in one div. Inside this div, I am having this heading and this paragraph. So below this, I'll just create one div, and for this div, I'll just give the class name as quality text. I'll just give the proper spelling. Now inside this div, first I'm having some heading. I'll just write here h2, and inside this, I'll just copy this heading from here, whatever I'm having here. I'll copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. Below this, I'm having paragraph. I'll just come here. I'll copy this entire paragraph from here, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this heading, and also I'm having this paragraph and this icon. Okay, this I have repeated 4 times. So I'm just going to copy this entire div. Okay, let me just format the document. Okay, this is my first div container, and inside this I'm having this divs. Okay, you can see this is my first div container section, and inside this I'm having this first div. I'll just copy this first div. Here I'm going to paste that one. I'm going to change the text. I'll copy this text, and here I'm going to paste that text, and also I'm just going to change the title. Let me just write here $. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this $. Now you can see here I'm having this $ icon, this text, and this paragraph. Next I'm having this text. Let me just come here. I'll copy the same div again. I'll copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll paste 2 times. Now from here I'm just going to copy this text, and for my third div I'm just going to paste that one. I'll just remove this. I'll paste that one, and also I'm going to change the icon. Here I'll just give award. Finally, fourth, I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that. I'll just give here gin stars. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this 4 icons. I'm having 4 headings and 4 paragraphs here. Okay, we are done with our first section, first div section. Now next we are having this image. So inside this, let me just add here container, quality image container, and inside this div I'm just going to add one image. I'll be adding image, and inside src I'll be giving the image path. Images, and let me just give here foot 5. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this image, and here I'm having all the headings. Now we are going to style this one, and we will be making like this. Okay, this entire thing we are going to make this. Now we are going to style this section. Now from here I'm just going to copy this comment, quality section, and inside style.css I'm going to paste that one. Now below this I'll just come to index.html. I'll copy this quality container, okay, which is the parent of both the divs. So here I'm going to paste that one, and for this first I'm just going to give here display to be flex, because both the image and the content will come in horizontal row. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the image and content has come in horizontal row. Here is my content and here is my image. Now we'll be adding one more property, justify content to be space between, or let me just give here space around, because this will be given whatever space I am having at the end, that will be divided around the elements. Okay, I am having 2 containers, and that will be given around the elements. And also I want to give this align items to be center, so that my container and the image will come in the middle. I'll just write here align items to be center. I'll just close this one. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the image has come in the middle now. Okay, it was on top, now it has come in the middle, and it will be aligned properly. And also I'll be giving flex wrap to be wrapped, so that in my smaller screen devices it will wrap. I'll refresh this one. Now it is taking like this because my content is covering the entire width. Now we are going to fix this one, but here before that I'll just give here some padding. Let me just give here 5 from top and bottom, and left and right 0. Okay, before refreshing let me just give background color aqua, and I'll just comment this padding. I'll refresh this. Now you can see this is my container and my icon is fixed on top and my image is below. As soon as I give this padding, okay, padding is giving space from inside. I'll refresh this. You can see from top I got and also bottom I got, left and right I didn't get because I have given 0. Now here inside index.html, I'll copy this quality container section. Okay, this first red color section, this entire first color section which is holding all the icons and the content. So I'm just copying that class and here I'm going to paste that class. For this I'm just going to give here width I'll be giving 50%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see it is taking only 50% and my image is here. Now for my image container, I'll just come down and this is my image container. I'll copy this one and here I'm going to paste that one, and for this I'm just going to give the width. I'll copy this and instead of 50 I'll be giving 40%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now it is taking complete 40%. Now I want to give the image as 100%, so I'll be pasting the same class and inside this I'm having image. So for that I just want to give complete 100%. Let me just comment this and here I'll be giving background color. Let me just give here something color, something. I'll refresh this. Now you can see this is complete 40%. Now as soon as I give 100% for the image, I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see my image is taking complete 100% of that div. Okay, of this 40% it is taking complete 100%. I'm just going to remove this background color. I'll refresh this. Now background color has gone. Now we want this icons and text in horizontal row. So for that, inside this div container, okay, inside this div quality section, I'm having icon and also I'm having the text. You can see first I'm having icon, second child is the div which is holding all the headings and the paragraph. So from here I'm just going to copy this. I'll copy this class and here I'm going to paste that class, and for this let me just give here display to be flex. I'll save this. Now as soon as I refresh this one, you can see my icons and content has come in horizontal row, but they are not aligned properly. So for that I'll be giving align items to be center. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see they are aligned properly, and also I want to give some margin from below. So here I'll be giving margin bottom of 1 em. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now for each div container I am having margin bottom of 1 em. Now next we are going to style our icons. I'll just come here. For icons we have this FAS and also we have this FAS and FAS for all the icons. So inside this quality section I'll just paste and here I am writing FAS class. For this, first let me just give here color. I'll be giving orange color. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the icon color is been changed. I'll be increasing the font size. I'll just increase the font size 1.7 rem. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the font size has been increased. And also I'll be giving margin right because my content and the icons are fixed. Margin right of 1 em. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having some margin for this, and also I'm going to give some more properties like width. Width I'll be giving 30 pixel, and also I will be giving height to be 30 pixel. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this icons. Let me just give the width as 10%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now here I am having this images, okay, this icons, this content and this paragraphs. Now for paragraph, let me just decrease some font size. I'll just copy this class and here I am going to paste that one, and here for paragraph I just want to decrease the font size. I'll copy this and here I am going to paste that one. I'll just write here 0.9. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the font family, the font size of the paragraph has been decreased. I'll just remove this background color. I'll refresh this one. Now here my container is ready. Now you can see here this container is ready, and here I am having this content, here I am having this image and this icons. Okay, now next we are having this amazing food item section. You can see this animation, whatever you can see here, we are going to add that later. Okay, now we are going to see this one, how to create this our amazing food item section. Now inside index.html, below this comment, I'll be writing here item section. And also I'll be writing here item section ends here. Now inside this, I'm just going to create one div, and for this div, I'll just give the class name as items section. And ID I'll be giving here products. Now inside this div, first I'm having h1, and for this I'll just give the class name as heading. Inside this heading, I'll just copy this heading from here, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll come here, I'll refresh this one. Now below this you can see I'm having this our amazing food items heading. Now below this I'm having this entire images, and these are wrapped inside one div container. Okay, now we are going to see how to do that one. Now below this h1, I'm just going to create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as items image container. Now inside this div I'm having all the images, so I'll just wrap inside another div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as items images. Inside this div, first I'm just going to give here image src. I'll be giving here image 3. First I'll just come inside this images path, and here I'll be giving food 3. I'll save this. I'll come here, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see below this I'm having this image. Now in the same way I'm just going to copy this div. I'll be pasting it 3 times. Now here I'm just going to change. I'll be giving here 5, and here I'll be giving 4. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this 3 images. In the same way I'm just going to copy this entire 3 divs, and here I'm going to paste that one, and instead of this 3, let me just give here 4. I'll be giving here 3, and here I'll be giving 5. Okay, so that I'll be getting in jumbled images. I'll refresh this one. Now here I'm having this images. Again I'm just going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here totally I'm having 9 images, and here I'm having this heading, and this heading and this all the images are wrapped in one div container, and these images are wrapped in another div container. That's all for HTML part. Now we are going to style this one. Now first let me just copy this section, comment, and here I'm going to paste that one. And first I'm going to style this heading. I'll copy this heading, and here I'll be pasting that heading. Now this heading I'll be giving to many headings now, so I have given this class as heading. For this let me just give here text align to be center. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see my text has come in the middle. I'm just going to increase the font size. Font size I'll be giving here 3 rem. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the font size has been increased. I just want to change the font family. I'll just copy this font family, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see the font family is being changed. Now next I'm going to style this container, which is having all the images. I'll copy this container, and here I'm going to paste that class. For this first I'll be giving width to be 80%. First let me just give background color. Let me just give this one, and here I'll be removing this width. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see it is taking complete 100% of the width. As soon as I give 80%, you can see it will take only 80%, and rest 20% is here. Now I want this container in the middle, so to bring the container in the middle, here I'm just going to give here margin. Okay, from top I need some space, so I'll be giving here 1 left and right I'll be giving auto, so that it will be coming in the middle, and bottom I don't need anything, so I'll give 0. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see my container has come in the middle, and from above I'm having 1 of margin. Now I want all the images should come in horizontal row, so for that I'm going to give here display to be flex. As soon as I give display flex, you can see all the images has come in horizontal row, but I want only 3 images should be displayed in each row. Here I'm going to give one more property, justify content to be space between. let me give around, and also align items to be center, so that my container, so that my images will come in the middle. And also we have to give this flex wrap to be wrap, so that in my smaller screen devices it will wrap itself. I'll refresh this. Now you can see totally I am having three images, because it has been wrapped by itself, because I have given here flex wrap to be wrap. Now next we are going to style this div, and inside this div I am having this class. I'll copy this one, and here I am going to paste that class. And for this, first I am just going to give the width I will be giving here 30%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now each image has taken 30% of the width. And also I want some margin. I'll be giving here margin of 0.5 em on all the four sides. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I have some spacing from top, bottom, left and right. Now inside this div container I am having this image. Now I want to style the image. I'll copy this class, and here I am going to paste that one. I want to style the image. For image, first I am just going to give the width I'll be giving 90%. I'll save this. Let me just give here background color for this container. Background color I'll be giving this one, and as of now I'll just remove this width. I'll refresh this one. You can see this is the container which is having green color, and inside this I am having this image. Now for this image I am just giving width to be 90%. I'll refresh this. Now it has taken complete 90% of that particular container. And also I am going to give object fit to be contain. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I am having this proper images, and here you can see I am having this shadow effect. Okay, this shadow effect I need. So here for this I am just going to give box shadow. Box shadow 1em, 1em, 2em, and I'll be giving here orange color. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see for entire green. Okay, let me just remove this green color. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see, okay, let me just remove the background color as well. This background color. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see whatever you can see here. I don't need this kind of box shadow. I need only so much. Okay, you can see I need this kind of box shadow effect. So for that, instead of giving this box shadow to the parent container, here I'm just going to give filter drop. Okay, we have seen previously filter. I'll be giving here drop shadow, and inside this I'll be passing some values 0.1em, 0.1em, 0.2em, and here I'll be giving orange color. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this drop shadow. Okay, now you can see we are done with this section. You can see we are done with this section. Now next we are having this what people say about us. Okay, that is review section. Now we are going to make this review section. Now here inside index.html, below this I'm just going to write one comment. I'll be writing here review section, and also I'll be writing here review section ends here. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see we are done with our navbar. We are done with this home BG, this section and this section. Now finally we are going to make this section, and we will see how to add this hover effect. I'll just create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as review container. Inside, okay, let me just give here id. id is equal to review. Okay, whatever we have given here inside this list items, that id I am passing here. Okay, here I have reviews, so here also I'll be giving here reviews. Inside this, first I am having h1, and for this I'll be giving the class name as heading, because all the styles will be applied. And inside this I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see I'm having this heading. Okay, and all the styles whatever I'm having to this heading, that is been applied because I have given the same class heading. Now below this I'm having one container. You can see I'm having this entire black color is one container, and inside this I'm having this divs. So below this I'm just going to create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as reviews box. Inside this div, I'm having all the div containers. I'll just create one div, and for this div, I'll just give the class name as reviews. Inside this div, you can see first I'm having this image, and second I'm having this name, and then I'm having this paragraph. So this name and paragraph will be wrapped in one div, and this here I'm having this image. So inside this div, first I'm having this image. So let me just come inside this images path, and here I'll be giving review1.png. Below this I'm having one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as review text. Inside this div, first I'm having one heading, and here I'll be writing my name, and below this I'm having paragraph, and from here I'm just going to copy this paragraph, and here I'll be pasting that paragraph. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see I'm having this image, I'm having this name, and here I'm having this paragraph. Okay, in the same way I'm just going to copy this entire div, and here I'm going to paste that one, and let me just change the image, and name I'm going to change. I'll be giving here Rima. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this image. Okay, next I'm having Rima, and finally I'm having this 6 boxes. So I'm just going to create in the same way. So totally I am having 8 boxes, 2 I have created. Now first we are going to do the stylings, and then we are going to copy paste this one. Now from here I'll just copy this comment, and here inside style.css I'm just going to paste that one. I'll just come here, I'll copy this class review container, and here I'll be pasting that class. For this I'm just going to give margin top, because from top I need some margin top of 1 em. I'll save this. Now you can see here my heading is here, and my images I don't have any spacing. As soon as I refresh this, you can see top of this container I am having some margin. Now next I am just going to copy this reviews box, and here I will be pasting that one, and for this first I will be giving display to be flex. As soon as I give this one, you can see here both the divs, this image, this container, okay, this entire div has come in side by side. I'll give justify content to be space around, and also align items to be center, align item center. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now justify content is space around and align item is center. Now for this I'm just going to add some margin. I'll add from top 2 em, left and right 0, and from bottom 3 em. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. You can see here top I got 2 em of margin, and bottom I have 3 em of margin for both the div containers. I'll be giving background color. Let me just give here black. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see background color is been applied, and also I'm going to give flex wrap to be wrap, so that it is going to wrap by itself. Flex wrap to be wrap. I'll refresh this one. Now it is not going to show any effect, but in my small screen devices, and if the width exceeds 100%, then it is going to wrap by itself. Now next I'll copy this reviews class, and here below this I'm going to paste that one. For this first I'll be giving display to be flex. I'm just going to copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see my image and the text has come in side by side. Now next I'll be giving margin top and bottom I'll just give here 1.5 em, and left and right 0. I'll save this. Before that let me just give here background color. I'll remove this margin. I'll refresh this. Now you can see this is 2 containers, but because of these are 2 div containers, but because of not having any space, so it's not visible. So as soon as I give this margin top and bottom, you can see here this is one container and this is another container, and top and bottom I got margin of 1.5 em. Now next I'm just going to give padding. I will be giving 1 em on all the 4 sides. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I got padding from inside, and also I'll be giving width I'll just give here 22%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now this div containers has taken 22%, and here I am having this containers. Okay, this is first div and this is second div. Now for this I'm just going to give box shadow. I'll just copy this values from here, and here I'm just going to paste that one. Let me just write here box shadow. I'll just paste all the values. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this orange box shadow for this div containers. Now you can see whenever I hover on this, I'm having this shadow effect. So for that, I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one, and whenever I hover, I just want box shadow to be increased. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. Instead of 0.2, I'll just write here 2m, and from here I'll just remove. I'll be writing here white. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now whenever I hover, you can see I'm getting this transition and I'm having this color. I'll just remove this background colors. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this box shadow effect. And also I'm just going to add some transition here. Not here. Let me just add here transition. Transition 0.5 seconds all, and I want in linear. Let me just write here easy in. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now whenever I hover, you can see I'm having this box shadow effect. Now next we are going to style this image. So inside this, for this image, let me just add one class. I'll be giving here review image. I'll just copy the same class. And for this image also, I'm just going to paste that one. I'll copy this review image class. And below this, I'm just going to paste that one. For this, let me just give here width to be 100 pixel. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see width is 100 pixel now. Now here I'll be giving height to be 50 pixel. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see I'm having this width to be 100 pixel and height to be 50 pixel. And also I'm just going to give object fit to be contained so that it will not get squeezed. Object fit to be contained. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I'm having this proper image. Now next I'm just going to style this h2. I'll just copy this one, copy this class. Here I'm going to paste that one, and inside this I just want to style h2. And for this, let me just give the color. I'll be giving this orange color. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see I'm having this orange color for the heading. Now next we are going to style the paragraph. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste, and instead of h2 I'll be writing here paragraph. Now for this color I'll be giving white. And also font size, let me just decrease it. I'll just write here 0.9 rem. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now here I am having this paragraph, and here I am having this heading. Okay, now in the same way, totally I am having here 8 containers. I'm just going to paste 6 more times. I'll just come here. Now I am done with copying and pasting all the images and changing all the images and the headings. And now here I am having, you can see all the images is been changed and all the names is been changed. Okay, now we are done with this section. Next we are going to style this R block section. Okay, here I am having this 3 cards, and inside this first I am having image, then here I am having heading, paragraph and button. Okay, now we are going to style this one. So inside index.html, below this I am just going to write here R blocks section, and also I'll be writing here ends here. Now here I'm just going to create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as blocks container. I'm just going to close this one. Now inside this div, you can see here inside this blocks container, first I'm having this heading. I'll just scroll down. Okay, first I'm having this heading, and next I'm having all these cards. So for heading I'm just going to write one h1, and for this I'll just give the class name as heading. I'll just give heading, and here I'm going to write here our blogs. I'll save this. I'll come to my project. I'll refresh this one. Now below this you will be seeing that you can see here I'm having this R blocks heading. Now below this I'm having this 3 cards, 1, 2 and 3 card. So this entire cards I'm just going to wrap in one div. Below this H1 I'll be creating one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as blogs. Okay, this will be the parent for all the 3 cards. Now here I'm going to create 3 cards. So first I'm just going to create one div, and for this div I'll give the class name as blog. Okay, now this is my first card. Inside this first card, first I'm having this image. I'll give the src, and inside this I just want to give the image path. I'll be giving here images, and inside this let me just give here foot7 dot. Sometimes if we don't get suggestion, we have to type by ourselves. Now below this I'm having one H2 heading, and inside that I'm having this heading. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that heading. Now below this you can see I'm having this paragraph. I'm just going to copy this paragraph from here, and below this I'm just going to paste that one. I'll just create one paragraph, and inside this I'm just going to paste that one. Below this finally I'm having button, and for this button I'm just going to give the same class name, that is home btn. Okay, the suggestion is not working, so we have to type by ourselves. I'll be writing here button, and inside this I'm just going to give the class as home btn. And inside this button I'm just going to write here read more. I'll save this. I'll come to project. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this image, heading, paragraph and button. Okay, now in the same way I just want 2 more cards. I'll just remove this extra space, and this is my first card, okay, which is having the class as blog. This is my first card. I'm just going to copy this div, and here I'm going to paste that one. Again I'll be pasting that one. Okay, this is my second card, and for this let me just give here 6, and also here let me just change the image. Here I'll be giving here 5. I'll just change the headings. First I'm just going to give this. I'll copy this one. Here I'll be pasting that one, and here I'm having this. I'll copy this one, and below this I'm just going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this 3 cards. Okay, these are the 3 div containers which is having all the content. First I'm having image, second heading, paragraph and button. Okay, this entire divs are wrapped in one div container which is the parent of all the div, and the class name I have given as blogs. Inside this parent container I'm having 3 cards. Okay, this is my first div container. Here I'll just give some space. This is my first div. This is my second card, and finally this is my third card. Okay, and these are wrapped in this div container, and this div is wrapping all the cards and also the heading. Okay, this heading it is wrapping here. Okay, now that's all about HTML part. Now we are going to style this one. I'm just going to copy this. First I'll just copy this one comment, and inside style.css here I'm going to paste that one. From here I'm just going to copy this blogs class, and below this I'm just going to paste that one. First let me just give here background color aqua. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, this is the container which is having all the cards. Now we are going to style this one. Now first I'm just going to give display flex so that all the cards will come in horizontal row. I'll just give here display to be flex. Display I'll be giving here flex. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see all the 3 cards have come in horizontal row, and the content inside that has also come in horizontal row. Now once we are done with this, let me just give here one more property, that is nothing but justify content. Justify content I'll be giving here space around, so that I'll be getting space around the cards. I'll refresh this one. Now here you cannot see because my content is taking the entire width of that particular div container, so we are not able to see that effect. But once we reduce the size of a card, then we are going to see that justify content space around. And also I'm just going to give one margin. I'll be giving here 2.5 m from top and bottom, left and right 0, because you can see top I don't have any spacing and it's getting stuck to the heading. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see here I'm having space from top and also bottom. Okay, that is nothing but 2.5 m. And also I want to give this flex wrap to be wrapped so that in my smaller screen devices, if the content is not getting fit, then it will come to next line. I'll just give here wrap. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see all the content has come here because of this paragraph. Okay, this paragraph is taking the entire width. So as soon as I gave the content flex wrap to be wrapped, all the content, all the cards have come in horizontal row. Now we are going to fix this one. Now once we are done with this, I'll come to index.html. I'll just copy this class which is holding our card, and here I'm going to paste that one. Now for this block, first I'm just going to give the width I'll give it as 30%. Now as soon as I give this 30%, all the cards will come in horizontal row, and also they are going to take only 30% of the width, and justify content space around is being applied. You can see around the elements I'm having this space and they are taking 30% of that 100%. And also I'm just going to give box shadow. I'll be giving here box shadow property, and inside this I'll be passing some values. I'll just give here 0.05 m. You can give any values here, and here also I'm just going to give this one 0.05 m. First value is horizontal, second is vertical, and third is spread. I'm just going to give here 1.5 m, and let me just give one RGB value, and inside this I'll be passing this one same color. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this box shadow, okay, white color background. You can see I'm having this box shadow for all the cards. Now below this I'm just going to give some padding because all the content is stuck. So I'll just give here padding, because you can see the image is stuck, the content, this heading is stuck, and this paragraph is stuck to the card. So as soon as I refresh this one, you can see padding is giving space from inside. Now I got some spaces here. Okay, for all the cards I got some spaces. Now once we are done with this, now we are going to style the image. Inside this block we are having this image. So here, from here I'm just going to copy this class, and here I'll be pasting that one, and I want to style the image. Now for image, first let me just give here width to be 100%, which means that my card is 30%. For that 30% will be complete 100% for the image. So I'm just giving width as 100%. I'll refresh this. Now you can see it has taken complete 100% of that particular div container. And this whatever space you can see around the image, that is because of padding I have given here. Okay, whatever padding I have given, that is been applied. Now next for image, let me just give here height 50%. I'll save this. If you don't give height, then also it's fine. Now I have given 50% of height. As soon as I gave this height, you can see I'm getting this vertical scroll bars for the div containers. I don't need that one. Let me just give another property. Here I'll be giving here object fit to be cover. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now still I'm having this one. If you want, you can just remove this height. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this image, but you can see these images are not aligned properly. So for that reason I have given the height. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see I'm having this vertical scroll bars for all the cards. Now we are going to fix that one. Now let me just style the paragraph. I'll just come here. Now here I want to style the paragraph. So inside this block, I'll just paste that one. I want to style the paragraph. Now for this paragraph, first I'm just going to decrease the font size. Font size I'll be giving here 0.9 rem. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see here that vertical scroll bar has gone, and also the content, the font size has been decreased for my paragraph. Now for this paragraph, you can see the button is fixed. Okay, the button and the paragraph is touching each other. So for paragraph, I'm just going to give margin bottom of 0.5 m. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I got some spacing from below for the paragraph. I'm just going to remove the background from here. This background color I'm just going to remove. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this is my cards. My cards are ready, and also the box shadow is been given and it's visible. Maybe it's not visible in the video, but if you make this one, then you will see that these are separate cards. Now in place of this, if I just give another color like red, I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this is called as box shadow, and because of gray color it's not visible, but once you make this one then it will be visible and it will be slightly visible. I'll just do Ctrl Z and I want this gray color back. I'll refresh this one. Now this is my cards which is having the box shadow, and totally I am having 3 cards. Okay, this is all about our blocks container. Now next we are going to see final section, that is footer. Now inside footer you can see totally I am having 4 divs. First I am having this download app section, second I am having some paragraphs, third I am having some number and email, and finally I am having this payment method. Now we are going to create this section, and once we are done with this section we are going to add animation to our website, and later on we are going to see how to make this website responsive. Now inside index.html, below this comment, I'm just going to write one comment. I'll be writing here footer section, and here I'll be writing ends here. Now inside this footer section I'll just create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as footer container. Let me just give here ID for this block, and here I'm just going to give ID is equal to block, so that whenever I click on the list items it will be redirected to this section. I'll just come here, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see whenever I click on blocks I am redirected to this section. When I click on reviews I'll be redirected to reviews. When I click on products I'll be redirected to products. About us, home. Okay, in the same way if I click on home I am redirected to here, products, reviews, ID is equal to blocks. I'll just come to list items here, and here I have given href blocks, and also for products I have given products, about I have given about. Here I'm just going to copy this contact, and inside this I'm just going to paste that one ID, and here I'll be pasting that one, and below this I'm having one div which is holding all the 4 div containers. So here I'll be creating div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as footer. Inside this div I'm having 4 divs. So first I'll be creating div, and for this div I'll just give footer first. Okay, you can give any class names, footer first, and inside this first I'm having h1. Okay, let me just give here h1, and inside this first I'm having this download app. I'll just come here, and from here I'm just going to copy this one. I'll be pasting it here. Below this I'm having 2 icons. I'll just give the icons name, that is nothing but FAB, and also I'll just give here FA Google Play. Okay, this is first icon, and second icon I'm just going to give i.fab.fa-apple. I'll save this. I'll come to my project. I'll refresh this one. Now I'll just scroll down. Now you can see I'm having these 2 icons and the heading here, download app. Next I'm having some paragraphs. So below this div I'm just going to create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as footer second. Inside this div I'm having 3 paragraphs. I'll just do here p into 3, and inside this I'm having this content. I'll just come here, I'll copy this content, and here I just want to paste the same content. I'll save this. I'll come to project. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having all the 3 paragraphs. Next I'm having this toll free, number, support, and this email. Now we are going to do that. Now below this div I'm just going to create one div, and for this div I'll just give the class name as footer third. Inside this div first I'm having one h2. Here I'll be writing toll free, and below this I'm having this paragraph, and inside this I'll be writing some number 080-45, some number. Below this again I'm having one h2, and inside this I'm just going to write here support. Below this again we have one paragraph. I'm just going to write one paragraph here, and inside this paragraph I'll just copy this email from here, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll come to my project. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this toll free, number, support, and email. Finally I'm having this payment methods. So below this div I'm just going to create one div, and inside this div I'm just going to give the class name as footer fourth. Now inside this first I'm having h1 h2 heading, and here inside this I'm having this payment methods heading. I'll copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. Below this I am having icons. I am just going to give icons into 4. I want totally 4 icons, and for each icon I am having the class as FAB. Okay, these are my 4 icons. Now I am just going to give some more classes so that I will be getting that icons. Now inside this first icon I am just going to give here FA-CC visa, that is visa card. Below this, for this icon I am just going to give FA-CC let me just give here PayPal. And finally below this I will be giving here FA-Google-Pay, that is Google Pay. And here I will be giving FA-CC let me just give here PayPal itself. I will save this. I will come here. I will refresh this one. Now below this you can see totally I am having 4 cards here, and here also PayPal 2 times I am having. Okay, it's fine. Okay, now we are done with this footer. Now only thing we are left is this one, all right reserved. I will just copy this one. I will just come outside this parent div container, and here I am going to write one paragraph, and for this paragraph I will be writing one class name. I will be giving here footer copyright. Inside this RIGHT, inside this I am just going to paste that content. I will save this. I will come here. I will refresh this one. Now you can see I am having this all right reserved Khanam online food. Okay, now we are done with our HTML part. Okay, once again I am just going to explain you. This entire thing is wrapped in one div container, and inside this div I am having another div which is holding all the 4 div containers. Okay, this is my first div container, then this is the second, then this is the third, and finally this is the fourth. Now below this, okay, the div which is holding all the content, below this I am having one paragraph, and this paragraph is inside this div container. Okay, now here inside this I have just written this all right reserved Khanam. Okay, now you can give whatever codings you want, whatever styles you want, but this is only for practice. Once you practice this one, then you can create your own websites and you can explore more and you can learn more. Now once we are done with this footer section, I am just going to copy this class comment, and here I am just going to paste that comment. Now we are going to style our footer section. First I will just copy this footer container, and here I am going to paste that footer container, and for this first I am going to give background color. Let me just give here background image, and background image I want linear gradient color, and here I will be giving orange color, and also I will just give orange, and here I just want one RGBA value. I will be giving black color and 0.2 or 3. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now you can see the background color is been applied. That is nothing but linear gradient color is been applied to the footer container. Now once we are done with this, now we are going to style this footer which is holding all the 4 div containers, and all the 4 div containers I want in horizontal row. So here I will be using display to be flex. Display I will be giving as flex. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now you can see all the 4 divs have come in horizontal row. And also I am going to give one more property. Now we are familiar with this properties now. Justify content to be space around. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now you can see here whatever space I was having at the end, that has been divided around these elements. Now from top you can see I don't have any spacing from top and bottom. They are fixed to this particular background color. So to give some spacing, let me just give padding of 2m on all the 4 sides. I will save this. I will come here, I will refresh this one. Now you can see I got padding of 2m on all the 4 sides. And also I am going to give one more property, that is flex wrap to be wrap. I have already told you why we are using this one. I will refresh this one. Now it is not going to work because everything is properly fixed, but in my smaller screen devices this effect is going to apply. Now first we are going to style this first div container, and inside this first I am just going to change this heading. Here you can see I am having this different font family. I will come here, I will copy this class, and inside this I want to style H1. Here I will be pasting and I want to style H1, and from here I am just going to copy this font family, and here I am just going to paste that one. I will save. I will refresh this. You can see the font family is been applied, and here I have this heading. Now below this I am having this icons and this hover effect. So inside this class I want to style .fab classes, okay, which is our icons. And for this, first I'm just going to increase the font size of 1.5 rem. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the font size has been increased, and from top I need some spacing, so I'll be giving margin top. Below this I'm just going to add one more property, margin top of 1 em. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I got margin top of 1 em for both the icons. Now whenever I hover on these icons, I want the color should be changed. So here I'm just going to copy this entire thing, and here I'm going to paste, and here I'll be writing whenever I hover on this, I just want to change the color to white. I'll save this. I'll refresh this. Now whenever I hover, you can see the color is getting changed. Okay, if you want to give margin right or margin left, then you can give that one, completely depends on your requirement, but here I'm not going to give. And that's all about this first div container. Now second div container we are going to style. I'm just going to copy this footer second, and I want to style all the paragraphs. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. I want to style paragraph, and for this paragraph I just want to decrease the font size of 0.9 rem. I'll save, refresh. Now you can see the font size has been decreased, and here I have all the 3 paragraphs. Now we are done with this second section. Now we are going to move into third section. I'll come here, I'll copy this footer third section, and here I'm going to paste that one. Now inside this section, first I want to style H2, that is my headings. Now inside headings, first I just want to give the font family. I'll just copy this font family, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save, I'll refresh. Now you can see the font family has been changed to both the headings. Now I just want to style the paragraph. I'll come here, I'll copy this, and here I'm going to paste, and I want to style paragraph. Now for this paragraph, I just want to give some font weight to be around 500. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having the font weight of 500 for the paragraphs. Now next we are going to style this div container, that is fourth one. I'll just come here, I'll copy this class, and below this I'm just going to paste that class. I just want to style H2. Is it H2 or H1? H2. And for this I'm just going to give the same font family, and here I'm going to paste. I'll save, I'll refresh this. Now you can see the font family has been applied. Inside this we are having icons. You can see inside this we are having this icons. So from here I'm just going to copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one, and inside this I just want to style FAB class. And for this I just want to increase the font size. I'll just come here, I'll copy this, and here I'm going to paste, and here instead of giving only margin top, I'll be giving all the 4 values. Margin top I'll be giving 1 em, margin right I don't need anything, margin left 1 em, and margin bottom 1 em. I'll save this, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see I'm having this. Okay, now if you want to give text align to be center for this payment method, then it will come in the middle. Okay, if you want, okay, it's not compulsory or it's not fixed design. I'll save this, I'll refresh this. Now you can see payment method has come in the middle, and here I'm having all the 4 cards, and it's looking quite good. So for that I'm just giving, or if you don't want you can just ignore that one. Now once we are done with this, or instead of giving this class directly, we can just give this hover for the icons. I'll save this because it will be applied to both the icons, this icons, and also it will be applied to this icons. So particularly we don't have to give any class, we can just give that one, and it is going to apply for both the icons. Now we are going to style this copyright. I'll copy this class, and here I'm going to paste that class. For this, first I'm just going to give text align to be center, so that my heading will come in the middle. Now here I am having this heading. As soon as I refresh this one, you can see my heading has come here. And also I'm just going to give the font family. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste. I'll save this, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the font family has been changed, and my footer is ready now. Okay, now if you see here, we are done with our Navbar home section, home BG section. This is like about us. We are having this amazing food items. We are having this reviews, what people say about us. We are having this blog section, and finally we are having this footer. Now one thing is missing here is animation. You can see this kind of animation we can't see here. You can see the animation effect, whatever we got. I'll just come on top, I'll refresh once. You can see now we are going to add this animation using AOS library. You can see this kind of animation we are going to add now. Now we are done with our entire website. Now once we add animation, now we are going to make this responsive. I'll just open new tab and here I'll be searching for AOS library. And here just click on this first link. And in this website you will be having many properties, like you can see data AOS fade up, and that container will come from above, and we have this fade down. We have already linked AOS link, so we have this one. You can see we are having fade left, fade up, right. Okay, now we are going to use these properties and we will see how to use inside the div containers so that it will start working here. Okay, you can refer this website, and this is the link to this website, and you can refer these properties. You can apply whatever properties you want, and you can explore this one, and you can try different properties and you can use inside your website. Now here inside index.html, here I am having this AOS in it. Now first I am just going to add some duration for this, and inside this I'll just open this curly braces. First here I am just going to add some duration. I want it to take complete 1 second, that is 1000 milliseconds. I'll separate using comma, and also I want delay. Okay, I want delay of 400 milliseconds. Okay, this we are adding so that everything will not get messed up. So there are many properties. Once you learn this AOS library, then you will explore by yourself and you will learn by yourself. I'm just going to save this. Now I'll just come on top. Now here inside this navbar I am not having any animation, so I'm just going to close this. Inside home section, for this home image container, I'm just going to add this animation data AOS, and inside this I'll be adding zoom in. Okay, you can refer that website. I'll save this. I'll just come on top. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this animation is added for this container. Now here I'll be adding for this container. I'll just come on top. I'll refresh this. Now you can see this is coming from left side. So here for this container, home text container, I'll be adding data -AOS, and here I'll be giving the value as fade left. I'll save this. I'll come to my project. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see for both the containers animation has been added. Now for this section I don't have any animation. Now we are going to add animation for this containers. I'll show you this one. You can see it's coming from right and it's coming from left. So below this, for this section we don't have any animation. Now for this section I'm having animation, and inside this I'll be adding data -AOS, and inside this I'll be adding here fade right. And for this container, let me just save this. Below this, for image container, I'm just going to add here data -AOS, and here I'll be writing fade left. I'll save. I'll come to my project. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see this animation is added for both the containers. Now for this section, I'll just come on top. You can see entire container is coming on top. So for that, I'll just come here, and for this container I'll be adding data -AOS, and inside this I'll be adding fade up, so that the entire container will come up. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see entire container is coming on top. Now for this section, if I just come here, each box is getting animated. So for each container box we have to add this data AOS. I'll come here. Now this is my first reviews box, and inside this I'm just going to add the properties. Here I'll be adding here data -AOS, and inside this I'll be adding this one zoom in, and from left side I want. I'll save this. I have added only for first card. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see only first card has been animated. Now in the same way I'll be adding that data AOS for all the containers. I'll just copy this one, and for second review I'll be pasting that one, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7. I'll save. I'll refresh. Okay, for third is not been added. I'll just come on top. Here I'll be adding. I'll save. I'll refresh. Now you can see for all the box this animation has been added. Now for this block section you can see it's flipping. So for that, inside this inside this block section, first inside this div container I am going to add, here I will be adding data AOS is equal to flip up. Okay, that is going to flip up. I will just copy this one, and for this second I am going to paste, and here instead of up I will be giving here down, and here I am just going to paste as it is flip up. I will save this, I will refresh this one. Now you can see it is going to flip. Now for this sections I am going to add animation. You can see for each div containers I have added the animation. So inside this footer, this is the first div, and for this I am just going to add data AOS, and here I will be adding zoom in up. I will save, I will copy this one, and for second, third and fourth I will save, I will refresh this one. Now you can see this animation has been added for footer as well. So now we are going to see our website. I will refresh this one. Now you can see animation is working perfectly fine. You can see, and we have this section, and another we have this section, we have this block section, and finally we have this footer section. Now once we are done added animation, now we are going to make this website responsive. Now if I just inspect this website, and if I show you in mobile screen devices, it is not going to look good at all. See, you can see here, if I just take some mobile, you can see inside this mobile it's not looking good. It's so ugly, and because I have given flex wrap, it is going to wrap itself. You can see it's not looking good, and you can see it's not looking good, and also this is not looking good, and also the footer is not looking good. Now we are going to design this one. I'll just inspect this website, demo website. You can see this website is completely responsive. You can see I have all the 4 cards, I have two images, everything is looking good in this device. I'll just inspect, this is the home device. So now we are going to style this one. In this way we are going to make our website. Now we are going to make this completely responsive. I'll just do Control B, and first I'll be linking my JavaScript file here. Below this I'll be linking JavaScript file for my navbar, JavaScript link, and here I'm just going to link script, and inside this I'll be giving the file name src is equal to script.js. I'll save this, and for responsive I'm just going to create one more style sheet so that I don't want to get confused with this style sheet. I'll just create here responsive.css. Now this link I'll be linking here. I'll just come on top, and below this I'm just going to create one comment. I'll just write here responsive CSS link. Below this I'll be linking that one. I'll save. Now once we are done with this, now we are going to style for responsive. First we are going to work for our navbar. Now here I'll be adding media queries. Okay, that is 990. I'll be adding one media query inside this responsive.css. First I'll be writing this media query, and you can add different breakpoints. I'll be writing this one syntax screen, and here I'll just write here maximum width of 990 pixel. Now inside this, first I just want to change the font size. So here I'll be writing HTML, and inside this I'm just going to change the font size of entire website. So by default I'm just giving here 15 pixel, because in our larger screen devices the font size will be 16 pixel. Now here I have given that maximum width at 990 pixel. I want to set my font size to be 15 pixel. Now as soon as I refresh this one, you can see the font size is being changed. It's not visible properly, but the font size is being changed by 1 pixel. Okay, you can see I'm in 990 pixel. Now below this I'll just come here, but this block section is not looking good. Here I'm having this vertical scroll bar. I don't need that one. So here inside this I'll just write the class block, which is having the cards. Now for this I'm just going to give some padding bottom, and here I'm just going to make it as 0 because I don't want any padding, and also I'll be giving margin bottom to be 0. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now whatever padding and margin I'm having by default, I just removed that one. Now I'm just going to change the image. I'll just copy this class, and here inside this style.css I'm just going to search for that. Okay, here you can see padding I have given 1 on all the 4 sides. I have just removed the padding, and here I have this output. Now once we are done with this, I'm just going to copy this image, and here I am just going to paste that one. Now here instead of this 100%, I am just going to give 30% of the image. Not for width, I am just going to change the height. Height I will be giving here 30%. Now whatever you want to change, only that properties you have to write inside media queries, rest you can remove. Here let me just give one space, I will save this, I will refresh this one. Now you can see the height has been applied to image and it is taking only 30%, and I don't have any vertical scroll bar for this cards. Now next I am just going to style the h2, I will just come here. Now inside this I will just come to index.html, inside this block section I will just come to block section, and inside this block section you can see I am having this h2 and here it is very large. Okay, I just want to decrease that one. So inside this block I just want to change the h2. Here I will be writing that one and I want to style the h2, and for this I am just going to decrease the font size. Font size, let me just give here 1.5 rem. Its font size. I will save this. Now if I just refresh this one, you can see the font size has been changed for h2. Now below this I am just going to change the paragraph. I will just copy this one and here I am going to paste, and for this I will just give it as paragraph, and instead of this one I will be giving here 0.8. I will save. I will refresh this one. Now you can see the paragraph font size has been decreased now. Now if I just give background color and if I show you if it is working or not, background color, let me give aqua, I will save, I will refresh this one. You can see this is the paragraph and the font size has been decreased for paragraph. I am just going to remove this. Now here if you see the button is very large, I don't need so much of button. So inside this block I am just changing this home btn. So inside this block section I just want to change home btn button. So here I will be writing that one, and inside this first I am just going to give margin bottom and padding bottom to be 0, so that whatever padding and margin I have given for the buttons, that will be removed from here. I will save. I will refresh this one. Now you can see I am having this card, padding and margin has been removed from the button. Now if I just come on top, I am just going to change the image size for this review image. I will just come to review section, and here from here I am just going to copy this review image, and here I am going to paste that one. Okay, whatever you want to change, you just have to change only so much and you just have to write only those properties here. Now for this, if I just copy this one and inside style.css I am just going to search for that, and here I am having this properties, width to be 100 pixel, height to be 50 pixel, object fit to be contain. Okay, if you want to change the height or width, you can just give that one here. I will just paste that one. Okay, let me just remove this. I will paste, and instead of 90 I will just give here 100, I will give here 90. I will refresh this. Okay, it's decreased, or if you want you can just increase the font size. I will just increase the width. I have just increased the width, and here I am having this output. Now rest all I don't want to change, I am just going to remove this. And also I want to change the h2. Inside this I want to style this h2. I will copy this one. I just want to decrease the font size, so here I will be writing font size, and font size I will be giving here 1.2 rem. I will save. I will refresh this one. Now you can see the font size has been decreased, and here I am having this output. Okay, for 990 pixel. Now again I am just going to add breakpoint. I will just decrease this one. You can see it's working because I have given flex wrap to be wrap, and another breakpoint I am just going to give here 800. Now for this breakpoint we are going to work. We are just going to bring this down, and also we are going to do this. We are going to fix this everything, and also we are going to fix this, and here we are going to fix. Now we are going to add breakpoint for this, and also we are going to add our menu bar here. For that now we are going to write our JavaScript code. Now from here I am just going to copy this, and below this I am just going to paste. I will close this one, and instead of 990 I will just write here 800. Now inside this I am just going to change some properties. First I just want to decrease the font size. I will just decrease by 1 pixel, and here I am just going to make it as 14 pixel. I'll save. Now if I refresh this one, you can see the font size has been decreased by 1 pixel, and here I am having this output. Now logo I am just going to change. I'll just come here, I'll come on top, and inside this one I am having this one logo. I'll copy this class, and here I am just going to paste that one. And for this logo I'll be giving width I'll be giving 40%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now my logo has taken 40% of the width. Now in my larger screen devices, I don't want that menu bar should be visible, but in my smaller screen devices, I want that menu bar should be visible. That is nothing but our 3 lines, and here inside index.html, here we have already written that one. I'll just copy this ID, and inside style.css, if I show you, you can see I have given display to be none. I'll copy this one, and at 800 pixel I'm just going to paste, and instead of display none, I'm just going to give here display to be block. And also I want to increase the font size. Font size I'll be giving here 2 rem. Okay, from style.css if you remove, then also fine. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see I'm having this 3 dots, that is my menu bar here. Okay, this icon has appeared in my smaller screen device. Now inside index.html, I'll copy this container class, and for this I'm just going to give here, I'll just paste that one. I'm just going to give here align items to be flex start. Here I'll refresh this one. Now it is going to apply this flex start. Flex start is nothing but it is going to start the content from this beginning. Now below this I'm just going to style this nav. I'll just copy this nav class, and here inside this I'm just going to paste that one. Now for this navbar, first I'm just going to give background image, and background image I'm just going to copy from here, from footer. I'll just come below, and from here I'm just going to copy this, and here inside this I'm going to paste that one. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now this is the navbar which is having this background image, that is linear gradient color. Now for this I'm just going to give the width I'll be giving 80%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now it has taken complete 80% of the width, and entire content is visible to me. Now here I'm just going to change UL. Now inside this I'll just come here, I'll search for UL. Here you can see for UL I have given display to be flex, so that all the list items will come in horizontal row, but here I want all should come in top of each other. So for that I'm just going to change the flex direction. By default it will be flex direction to be row. Here I'm just changing it to column. Flex direction to be column. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see they are in column and they are in vertical. Now for this I'm going to give text align to be left. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now entire content is on left side. For this I'm just going to give the width. Below this I'll be writing here width I'll be giving 100%. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now it is taking complete 100% of that navbar. If you don't give, then also by default it is taking 100%. Now here I am going to give one more property, justify content. Justify content to be space around. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now justify content space around is been applied. It's not visible because we should add some more properties here. Now I'm just going to give some padding. Padding left I'll be giving padding left of 3 m. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see padding left of 3 m I got. Now I just want to give list items. Here I'll be writing UL and I want to style list items. For this I'm just going to give margin bottom of 1.5 m. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this margin bottom of 1.5 m for all the list items. Now I'm just going to change the UL anchor tag. Here I'll be writing UL and I just want to change the anchor tag. For this I'm just going to give the color. I'll be giving white. Font size I'm just going to increase. Font size of 1.1 rem. And also font weight to be bolder. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this anchor tag. Now for this UL, if I just give here height to be 0 view height, I'll save this. I'll come here, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see height is 0 view height and it's not visible. Okay, it has gone and my UL list is not visible. And also I'm just going to give opacity of, I'll just give here 0. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now it's not visible because height is 0. Once we write JavaScript, then we are going to increase the height and we are going to write the content here. Now here I'm just going to change this image. I'll come here. I'll come below. I just want to change the image. I'll copy this home image and inside style.css, first I'm going to search for that. I'll just copy this whatever I'm having, whatever animation, and here I'm going to paste that one. And for this home image, I'm just going to give the width as 70%. I need some padding top of around 1.1 rem. I'll save and I'll remove this animation because we have already added in larger screen devices. I'll refresh this one. Now here you can see this image is taking 70% and here its padding top is 1.1 rem. Now next we are having this home text container. I'll just copy this one and here I'm going to paste that one. And for this I'm just going to give margin right of 2em. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this output, but I'll just come to style.css and from here I'm just going to remove this flex wrap to be wrap. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this content in my smaller screen devices. Now here inside index.html, I'll copy this home text and here I'm going to paste that one. Now for this you can give your own stylings, you don't have to get confused with this. I'll just copy this font size and here I'm going to paste, and instead of this one I'm just going to give here 2. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the font size has been decreased for this. Now finally we are going to style the buttons, and inside this one I'll just copy this and first I'm just going to search for the button and here I'm having the button style. I'm just going to copy this one and here I'll be pasting that one. Now for this button, first I'm just going to decrease the font size. I'll just write here font size. I'll just copy this one. Here I'll be writing that one, and instead of this I'm just going to write here 1.05 rem. And next I just want to change the padding. I want from top and bottom I want 0.3 and left and right I want 0.7. Background color I just want to give orange. Color I don't want to change. Bold, margin right, everything is fine. I just want to add some transition 0.5 second. I want to apply to all and I want easy in direction. And this entire thing I don't want to change anything, so I'm just going to remove. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the button styles has been applied and here I am having this button. Now whenever I click on this menu bar, I want this list item should be visible for me. So now we are going to write JavaScript code. I'll just come to script.js. Now inside this we will be writing some JavaScript code and later we are going to add some more breakpoints and we are going to make our website responsive. Now here inside index.html for UL list, you can see I have added this ID. I'll just copy this ID and here I'm just going to create one variable and here I'll be pasting that one, and inside this I just want to write this one document dot get element by ID. Okay, I'm just getting that ID, get element by ID, and inside this I'm just going to paste that ID. Okay, next I want to get the bars. I'll come here, I'll copy this and here I'll just create one more variable. I'll be writing here bars, and inside this I'm just going to write here document dot get element by ID, and inside this I'll be pasting that bars. Okay, this is the variable name and this is the ID name. Okay, this variable name you can give anything, but this ID name whatever you have given inside index.html, that should be matching with this one. Below this for bars I have to add the event listener. So below this I'm just going to paste that bars and here I'll be adding this add event listener, and inside this one I'm just going to add this click. whenever I click on this button, okay, whenever I click on this menu bar, I want this function to be executed, and I'm using this fat arrow function, and inside this function I'm just checking the condition if this menu item, I'll copy this, here I'm going to paste, that is nothing but my UL. If my menu item dot style dot opacity I have given 0, here I am just checking the condition if it is equal to 0. If it is true, then just increase the opacity. I'll just copy this, here I'll be pasting that one, and instead of 0 just give 1, and also increase the height. So here I'm just going to copy this, here I'll be pasting that one. Style, I just want to give the height I just want to give here 100 view height. Okay, I'm just increasing the height and opacity. Else in the case my opacity is 1, I'll just copy this one, here I'll be pasting that one, and here I'm just going to change to 0, and here we don't have to write double equal to, we are actually initializing, so single equal to, here we are checking the condition, so double equal to. If the opacity is 1, then change the opacity to 0 and height to 0 view height. I'll save this, I'll refresh this one. Now when I click on this button, you can see it's working completely fine. Okay, now first my height is 0 and opacity is 0, it is checking the condition. If the opacity is 0, give the opacity as 1 and height to be 100 view height. Okay, it's taking complete 100 view height, and whenever I click on this and it's going, because once its opacity is 0 and height is 100 view height, now once I click on this, opacity will be 0 and height will be 0. Okay, this is how we are going to write JavaScript code. Now again we are going to add some more breakpoints inside this style sheet. Now from here I'm just going to copy this one, this syntax, and below this I'm just going to add one more breakpoint, and breakpoint I'm just going to add here 650 pixel. Now inside this I'm just going to change some styles. First I'm just going to decrease the font size. So from here I'm just going to copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one, and instead of 14 I'll just give here 13 pixel. I'll save this, I'll refresh this one. Now I'll just come to 650 pixel, I'll just decrease this, and now here I'll be working here 650 pixel. Okay, now it's 644. Okay, now I have changed the font size. Now below this I'm just going to add some more styles. Now here if you can see, okay, I just want to increase this bars size. I'll just come on top, and from here I'm just going to copy this, and here I'll be pasting that one, and instead of 2 I'll just give here 3. I'll just remove this display to be block. Now we are going to style this home section. I'll just come here inside index.html. Now here I am having this home section. I'll just copy this one, and for this I have given display to be flex. So here I'll be pasting that one. I'll just change the direction. Flex direction I'm just going to give it as column. Both container and image will come in vertical. I'll just write here column. I'll save this, I'll refresh this one. Now here I'm just going to come here, I'll just copy this home image container class, and for this I'll just come here, and here I'll be pasting that one. For this I'll just increase the width I'll be giving here 100%, because it is on top, so I want it to take complete 100% of the top, and now my width is taking complete 100%. Now I'm just going to change the image. So here inside index.html, for image I have this class. I'll just copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. Now for this image I'll just remove this. Now for image I'm just going to increase, I'll just give the width I'll be giving 70%. I'll save, I'll refresh this one. Now my image will take complete 70% of the width, but I want my image in the middle. So here I'm just going to add some more properties. Here first I'm going to give display blocks, because by default our image is inline element. I'm just going to give display block, and margin I'm going to give from top and bottom 0 and left and right auto, so that it will divide equally between left and right, and my image will come in the middle. As soon as I refresh this one, you can see my image has come in the middle. Now we are going to style this container. Now below this I'm having this home text container. I'll copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one. Now for this I'm just going to give margin from top and bottom 0.5 and left and right 0. I'll save, I'll refresh this one. Now you can see from top and bottom I got 0.5 m and left and right 0. Now we are going to style this quality container section. You can see I don't need this kind of styles. So here inside index.html, I'll just come to quality section, and here I'm just going to copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that. Now for this first I'm just going to change the direction. I'll copy this flex direction, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see they will come on top of each other, but I don't want this one. Okay, I don't want this should take only so much. I don't want this should take only so much. Now we are going to fix that one. Before that, I'm just going to give some padding. Here I'll be giving padding bottom of 1 m. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now for this I got padding bottom of 1 m. You can see padding bottom I got for this container. Now we are going to style the container. I'll come to index.html. I'll copy this class, and here I'm going to paste that class. Now for this I'm just going to increase the width. I'll be giving 90%. I'll save. I'll come here. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see it's taking complete 90% and it's looking good in this device. Now we are going to style the image. Now inside this quality section, I'll just come down. Now here I'm having this one. Now inside this I'm having this image. I'll copy this class, and here I'll be pasting that one. I want to style the image. For image I'm just going to increase the width. I'll be giving complete 100%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, it's not working, it's not saved. I'll save this one. I'll refresh this. Okay, still it's not working with 100%. Okay, for image I have given, I should also give to the parent. I'll copy this one, and here I'm going to paste that one, and for this I'm just going to give the width. I'll copy this, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now if you see, it is taking complete 100% of that one. Now if you want to decrease the height, you can just give that one. I'm just going to give some height. Let me just give here 50%. I'll save this. It's taking longer time to save. Let it save. It got saved. I'll refresh this one. Now height it is taking 50%, and also I'm going to give one more property, that is nothing but object fit. Object fit to be contained, so that my image will not get squeezed. I'll save. I'll just give here object fit. I'll just refresh this one. Now here I'm having this image. Next I'm having this section, item image section. I'll just come here, and from here I'm just going to copy this one, item image container, and here I'll be pasting that one. And for this I'm just going to give the width. I'll be giving here 90%, and also I want in the middle. So here I'll be giving some margin top and bottom 1 m, left and right auto, so that it will be equally divided between left and right, and my container will come in the middle. Now it is taking complete 90% of the width. Now you can see my products are like this, but here if you see in my smaller screen devices, I have only two products. If I just decrease the size, you can see at one particular point I am having only 8 products here, only 8 products, but here totally I am having 9 products. So we are going to fix that one. Before that I'll just come here. I'll copy this item images container class, and here I'm going to paste that one, and for this I'm just going to give the width. I'll be giving 40%. I'll save this. As soon as I give width to be 40%, you can see I'm having totally 8 images, and finally last I'm having this one. Now here inside this I want to style the image. I'll just copy this one. Here I'll be pasting that, and here inside this I want to style the image, and for image I'm just giving 90%. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. My images will be taking 90% of this 40%, which will be the 100% for this image. Now here inside index.html, for the last container I'm just going to give one more class, and here I'll give d-none. I'll copy this one, and here I'm just going to paste that class, and for this I'll be giving display to be none. Display to be none. I'll save. Whenever I save I'm getting this error, but it's not error, it's just taking time to load. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see the last image product has gone. Now we are going to style this reviews. I'll come to index.html. Now here I'm just going to copy this reviews class, and here I'm going to paste that one. Now for this I'm just going to give the width. Width I will be giving 42%. I'll save this. Okay, let me give 42%. I'll save. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see only two cards are coming on each line. Okay, because I have given flex wrap to be wrapped, so it is wrapping itself and this output is given to me. Now whenever I click, I'm getting this shadow effect as well. Now below this we are having this block. Now we are going to style that one. Now inside index.html, I'll just copy this block class. I'll just copy this one. And here I'm going to paste that one. And for this I'm just going to increase the width. Width I will be giving 45%. I'll save this. As soon as I give 45%, only 2 cards will be displayed on first row and rest card will be displayed here. Okay, the third card. Now for this I'm just going to give some margin bottom, because you can see all the cards are stuck. So I'm just going to give some margin, and here I'll be giving margin. Margin bottom I'm just going to give margin bottom of 1 m, and also I'll be adding some padding. Padding I'll be giving 0.5 m. On top, left and right I'll just give here 1 m, and bottom I'm giving 1.5 m. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now all the properties is been applied, and padding I got from below as well. If you don't want to give, you can just remove this. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I'm having this card. Now I'm just going to style the image. I'll just copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that one, and inside this I want to style the image. For image I'm just going to give width as 100% and a height I'll be giving as 45%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now here I'm having this perfect image and perfect height for this one. Now if you want to give padding, now you can give, because my button is fixing here. I'll refresh this. Now here I am having this padding and margin, and it is perfectly fit. We have one more property, that is nothing but object fit to be cover. We have seen contain. Now here let's use cover. I'll save this. Cover is nothing but it is going to cover the entire thing, and we will be getting the exact image. You can see I got the exact image, and here I am having the output for that. Now finally we are going to style our footer. I'll come here. I'll copy this footer first, and also I'll copy this footer second, and here inside this I'm just going to paste that one. I'll just separate using comma, and for this I'm just going to add one dot. Now for both of this I'm just going to increase the width. Width I'll be giving here 45%. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see first div and second div is taking 45%, and they are on first row. For this I'm just going to add some margin bottom, and from here I'm just going to copy this margin bottom of 1 m, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now margin bottom I got of 1 m for this both the divs. Now in the same way I'm just going to add here third and fourth. I'll copy this, and also okay, let me just come here. I'll separate using comma, and here I'll be pasting that one. I'll separate using comma, and here I'll just copy this fourth class, and here I'm going to paste that one. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here I am having this output, but margin bottom I don't need for this one, so I'll just copy this one, and here I'll be pasting that, and for this I don't need any margin bottom. I'll copy this, paste, and here I'll just give 0. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now here below for this I don't have any margin, and now this container is ready. This footer is ready for this particular container. For this particular breakpoint my footer is ready. Now I'm just going to decrease, then it's looking good. Now finally I'm adding one more breakpoint, that is 400. You can see it's not looking good at 400. I'm getting this vertical scroll bars, and here I don't need this one. And also here you can see I should decrease this font size. Now we are going to fix this, and it's working completely fine. Okay, if you want you can just decrease this font size, logo width. Now we are going to style that. I'll just copy this one, and below this I'm just going to paste that, and I'm just giving here 400. You can add any breakpoints, but for 100, for 1 point, for 2 pixel to 10 pixel you don't have to add. You can give particular breakpoint and you can add the styles. Now for this first I'm just going to decrease the font size. I'll just come here, I'll just copy this font size from here, and here I am going to paste that one. Font size I will be giving here 12 pixel. I will save. I will refresh this one. Now you can see the font size has been decreased by 1 pixel. Now I am just going to add the logo. I will just give the font size 1.1 rem. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now here I am having this complete logo, cheesy crisp, because it was halfly gone. Now here I am having this complete logo. I will just come to index.html. I will come on top, and from here I am just going to copy this home text, and here I will be pasting that one. And for this I am just going to give the font size of 2 rem. I will save. I will refresh this one. Now you can see I have font size of 2 rem for this. Next I am just going to change the button. I will just come here. I will copy this home btn, and here I am going to paste that one. And for this I am just going to give the font size. I will copy this, and here I am going to paste, and instead of this 2 I will be giving 1.8. I will save. I will refresh this one. Now you can see I have this very large buttons. I am just going to decrease the size 1.4 rem. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Okay, now my buttons are quite good. Instead of giving this font size, let me just give padding. Okay, so padding I will be giving from top and bottom. I will just give 0.5 m and left and right 1 m. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now you can see from top and bottom I have, and from left and right I have. Now once we are done with this, now inside this quality section we are going to change. Before that I just want to change this font size. I will come here. I will come below, and inside this home section I am having this home bg text. I will copy this one, and here I am going to paste that. And for this I am just going to give the font size. I will just copy this. Here I will be pasting that one, and instead of this let me just give here 1.8. I will save this. I will refresh this one. Now you can see the font size has been decreased for this. Now button is looking good. Quality container, I think it's quite good. We don't have to change anything here. Now next we are items, also is looking good. Next we are changing this reviews section. So inside index.html we are having this reviews section. I'll copy this reviews, and here I am going to paste that one. And for this reviews I am just going to give the width I will be giving 90%, so that only one card, only one review will be displayed. You can see here only one review is displayed here. Okay, but I want only 4 reviews. I don't want the entire reviews. So here inside index.html for last 4 reviews, for this reviews I am just going to add that class display none. I'll copy this. Here I'll be adding, and also here I'll be adding, and finally here I'll be adding. I'll save. I'll refresh this. Now you can see only 4 reviews I am having, and it's looking good in this small screen device. Next we are going to fix this block. Now below this reviews I am having this block. I'll copy this one, and here I am going to paste that one. And for this block I am just going to give the width I will be giving as 90%. As soon as I give 90%, only one card will be displayed. You can see only one card is displayed here. Okay, like this it is going to display. And also I am just going to give some box shadow for this. Box shadow I will be giving 1 m horizontal, 1 m vertical. I will be giving 2 m blur, and finally I am just going to give one RGB value, and here I will be adding 102, 102, 102. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see for cards I am having this kind of box shadow effect. If you don't want to give, then you can just ignore, but if you want to give, you can give this one. Now finally we are styling our footer. I'll just come below, and here I am having this footer. I'll copy this, and here I am going to paste that one. And for this footer I am just going to give here text align to be centered. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now see now all the content have come in the middle. Now from here I am just going to copy this entire thing, and here I will be pasting that one. And for this I am just going to give the width I will be giving 90%, and also margin bottom of 2 m. I'll save this. I'll refresh this one. Now you can see all the content has come in the middle, and margin bottom is 2 m for all this one. Okay, now you can see it's looking good in mobile screen devices as well, and it's completely responsive. Okay, finally we are done with this section. We are done with this complete responsive website, food ordering website. Here is our home section, about section, product section, reviews section, blog section and contact us section. Okay, it's working completely fine and it's completely responsive, and we have also added the animations here. Okay, using AOS library you can add any kind of animation, and you just refer that website and you will get hands-on practice on this particular website, how to use this data AOS, how to use this AOS library. You will be getting hands-on practice and you can use that in your website. Okay, that's all for today's project. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.